strutting your way into my heart. Take your head off, make yourself at home. Have a steady night, then strut on home. Day one, I'm in love with the strut. Day two, I'm in love with the strut. Day three, I'm in love with the strut. Guess what? I'm in love with the strut. I like your strut. Do you wanna go strutting, strutting you like my strut? Do you wanna go strutting, strutting you like my strut? Then let's go strutting right now.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the Samsung Space Tycoon Roblox tournament brought to you by Samsung. My name is Arshi, but you might know me as X Arshi, and I am joined here by the lovely Pasta Machine. How are you doing, Pasta?
I'm good. How are you, Arshi?
I'm wonderful as well. Thank you so much for asking. I mean, today we're back for the semifinals, for the third place playoffs, and for the finals. So everything is super hyped. We are really tired from a jam-packed day yesterday, but we're back for more because, you know, it's just so exciting. It's that exciting.
It is going to be very interesting watching all the players that competed yesterday and won their games into having more fun, interesting games today.
Exactly. We are super, super hyped to see what these teams will bring for us, especially since, you know, the skill gap is closer now. We have the more skilled teams up against each other, so we might be getting more 3 games in those best of 3s instead of going for the usual 2-0. As you remember, yesterday we had mostly 2-0s, except for the very last game that gave us 3 games in that best of 3. But before we get too technical, let's go ahead and talk about some of the Samsung products that is available for you to purchase on Samsung.com. We did mention some of them before, but we'll go over it once more because, you know, we just have to remind you about how good they are. The first one is called the Freestyle. Now, we love this very much. I think it was our favorite of both me and Pasta. Pasta, tell me again why this is such a good product to have.
Definitely our favorite from majority of the products that we spoke about yesterday. Freestyle is a lightweight projector that is very, very easy to carry around, and it allows you to have 30 to 100 inches wide viewing. So you can shift the screen from the wall to the ceiling, and it honestly just makes it easier to take the game wherever you'd like, and watch it with your friends, with your families. So yeah, I think that's what makes this product so amazing.
Indeed. I mean, it's great. You're on the go anywhere you are. Like you said, if I want to go to the desert and watch, let's say, the FIFA game there, I can do that. If I want to go into my backyard and play Samsung Space Tycoon, I can do that. It's a really, really wonderful product to have. And, you know, you do not want to miss out on getting one of these. Again, on Samsung.com. Make sure that you go and check it out. And who knows, maybe you can add it to one of your lists, your birthday lists, your anniversary list, and someone can get it for you. And one other product that we can mention now is called the Galaxy Watch 5. First off, we can see how aesthetically pleasing this watch is. It is a gorgeous piece of art. Tell me, Pasta, what are the specs of this watch?
Archie, this I think we both need this on our wrist. It's so beautiful
We do.
because the watch is crafted with a premium sapphire crystal. So the gorgeousness is in its name. And the best part about this product is that it tracks your sleep, your steps, even your routines, your calories. As we know, a lot of people are becoming very active in their day-to-day lives. It's become such a big part of everyone's routine. So having a watch that can track everything is very good for you, especially your calories and your exercises. And the best part about this watch is that you can customize the face of the watch however you'd like.
Yeah, it does look really, really pretty, and you know, it has all of the options of the smartwatch that you would want. So definitely watch out for this on Samsung.com. So we really, really enjoy all of these products, and we will be getting into more of them as well very shortly. We still both love the freestyle, but we'll see if we change our mind. We'll see. Let me remind you guys about the juicy giveaway that we have available that runs throughout the stream. It is 25 $25 worth of Robux. Now, Pasta, how can we get our hands on that?
So we have 9 different QR codes that will appear at different times randomly throughout the stream. So viewers can scan the code to redeem the prize, which is $25 worth of Robux. So make sure your phone is right next to you so you can scan the QR code, which I believe is going to be right here. So yeah, oh, there it is.
Unless they changed
make
it and bamboozled us.
And they are different QR codes. So the next QR code is going to be different than this one. So make sure you get to scan all the QR codes that you see on the screen.
Exactly. So don't miss out on that. Make sure you download the game as well so you can redeem that $25 of Robux and it can go straight into your pocket. Cha-ching! That's all you have to do. Scan it. And like Pasta said, don't worry. It appears 9 different times throughout the stream, so you still have a chance to grab that $25 worth of Robux. Now, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the game rules and the mechanics. We've mentioned it before yesterday, but let's refresh your memory just to make sure, everything is clear and that, we're both following the matches. As you know, the match is super hyped and it's super fast paced, so we really have to know what's going on. So, Pasta, give us a quick rundown of how the game works.
So we can start off by saying it's a 3v3 and that there are 2 footballs fields at the same time. So each team has 3 goals to defend. However, only 1 goal is activated at a time, and the goal activation can change randomly throughout. So it goes on a rotation. So the first team to score 5 goals wins. If no team has scored 5 goals, they have the team with the most goal wins. However, if there is a tie, we have something called the golden goal, which is something me and Archie look very much forward to. The golden goal means that it's a tie, the time has ended, and the first team to shoot the goal first takes the win.
That is very true. And yesterday, I believe we only had it once. Was it once or twice? How many times have we had it?
But it was once.
It was definitely not enough. No, but there was once or twice. It was not enough. We were excited to see the golden goal, but that just shows how much these teams are, in it to win it, and they're not waiting for it to be a draw. They just want to go ahead right away and finish it and end it right there. So we have to admire that. But I think today we're going to have many more golden goals than we had yesterday, especially since, these are the winners from yesterday's games, from the quarterfinals. Today, we're going to be witnessing the semifinals, the third place playoffs, and the finals. So definitely we're going to be seeing closer games. Speaking of which, here is the updated brackets. We can see yesterday's games. During the quarterfinals, Team KSA won 2-0 against the UAE, and Team Qatar won 2-0 against Egypt. Team Morocco won 2-0 against Team Tunisia, and Team Turkey went 1 against Iraq, going 2 and essentially winning. I remember that game in the end was just so exciting. It was the most exciting game that we had throughout the day, which is great, because we love to end it with a bang. And Turkey really tried to get that comeback, and they were so close. I believe it was just one goal difference. But in the end, Iraq took it for the win. Now, that was yesterday's games. Pastor, can you please tell us what games we're going to be seeing today?
So out of the games yesterday, we have Team KSA versus Team Qatar. This will definitely be a very, very intense game, as we saw from yesterday's games. And then later on, we'll have Team Morocco and Team Iraq.
So Team Morocco is going to be playing first, actually. That's what we're going to be seeing right after we finish recapping the tournament. So, this is one of the matches that was exciting as well. And we have reflected on the fact that, Morocco is in the FIFA World Cup in Qatar right now. And coincidentally, the match is going to be starting right after our broadcast ends. So we are really excited about that. And we're excited to see if Morocco's skills in real life football is going to be reflecting into their skills in Samsung Space Tycoon. They showed us that that was indeed true when they played in the semifinals, in the quarterfinals. Let's see if that will also be true in the semifinals against Team Iraq. So here we have on the screen the upcoming match. Team Morocco will be led by Abdelhadi, who is the captain influencer, joined by his teammates No Facts and Deleted, while against them will be Team Iraq, who is going to be led by Rahumi and his teammates Concraft and Keiki, if you remember. So
Yeah, we do remember Keiki.
We do indeed. And what's great about the semifinals is that we've already seen them play in the quarterfinals. So we have an idea about their play style. We have an idea of how they play and their synergy. So perhaps we're going to have a more accurate prediction this time. What do you think, Pasta?
Fingers crossed. We will know how the players do play. I think the game will be very tough and it will be quite lengthy. So I hope we do have fun watching these games, knowing their skill set is higher. And yeah, we'll see.
Definitely, we are going to see, and hopefully, we're not going to be as wrong with our predictions today. But yeah, we do have Morocco versus Iraq, and let's go ahead and see the lineups and look at their customization for their characters. Now, Team Morocco, if you remember, they had very unique styles with Abdelhadi rocking that headset, that gamer headset, gamer within a game. And tell me about his teammates. What do we think about their skins?
If you remember, Deleted with his little minion on his shoulder that is dabbing. I think that was our favorite from yesterday. We were so confused by the entire outfit that we really liked it. And then we have No Facts on the left here with the amazing mask going on with the wolf mask, which is really really fun to always see.
Indeed, we really do love their skins here. But for me, I love to see matching skins, and I feel like we're lacking when it comes to that, but it's okay. They want to show off their individual creativity and their individuality, so that's completely fine as well. Speaking of individuality and shining as their own, here is Team Iraq's lineups. Rahumi is with the frog skins. I know that we've mentioned it before, and we do love frogs. I mean, how adorable are they there with the rosy cheeks? It's adorable. But tell me a little bit about their teammate skins.
So we have Concrafter on the left with all black outfit, which again, my favorite. And then we have Keiki with the very, very casual outfit, vibing just there on the right. So it looks very nice. The team overall is very creative with their look.
Yeah, I would say so. I don't know if this is a level of creativity that I've ever achieved. I mean, this is beyond my level for sure. But they do definitely shine as individuals, and it's great to see their creativity. And they say that you usually customize your character based on yourself and your personality. So it could give us a clue on how these players are or how they think, which is always nice to see.
Definitely
So I
very
don't know
nice
when
to
it
see.
comes to you as well, when you customize your characters in a game, how would you do it? Oh wait, no time to talk about that. We're
طبعا
going straight
لوسيفر
into
يعني
the
شكل
game. It
الهداف
is the
نفسه
first
تبع
game
المغرب
of
من يوم امس
Morocco
يعني
versus
نشوف الهدف
Iraq.
الاول على طول يعني بدايه المباراه 15 ثانيه.
Oh, Morocco got our
السلام
first.
السلام عليكم
ما
جميعا.
خذنا نفس.
اي بالضبط، ولا يقول انطلاقة على اول مباراة
randomly throughout the streams. There are 9 QR codes, well, actually 8, that are going to be on the screen randomly, and they are different from one another. So make sure you do have your phone next to you. They are worth $25 worth of Robux. So scan the QR code so you can get your prize.
Indeed, and it's so easily achievable. We wish that we could get a piece of that $25 worth of a Robux, but unfortunately we're here and we're commentating, but you know, we have the VIP seats to the tournament, so we're not too mad, right? So let's actually go ahead and ask about the prediction one more time. It seems we have some technical difficulties with our audio, but so we mentioned that, well, I mentioned at least that I think Morocco is going to take it for the second game of this best of 3, because I think that Morocco has the upper hand since they are in FIFA right now, and they seem to be demonstrating the higher skill in FIFA and football IRL, you know, and it may reflect their Samsung Space Tycoon skills as well. So in my opinion, I think that we are definitely going to be seeing Morocco win the second game. I'm not going to say anything of the third game yet of the best of the potential third game, but I'm going to go ahead and lock in Morocco for the second game. So I'm going to ask you once again, I don't know if you've changed your mind on your answer, but do tell me, do you think it's going to be Morocco or it's going to be Iraq for the second game of the best of 3?
Well, Archie, I'm going to have to agree with you. I would really like to see Morocco win the game, but it's just to have longer games, more fun with both of the teams. So I would really hope that Morocco would win. So I don't know. Longer the games, the more intense it is, the more players are going to like strive to win against one another. So why not? Yeah, a little bit of intense moments aren't that bad.
That is true. I mean, that's what we live for. That's what this game is all about. It's just been hype after hype. We haven't had a moment to breathe. We haven't had a moment to blink, because if you do blink, you could potentially miss an important goal. You could miss a moment that completely changed the game in the other person's favor. As you know, there are so many obstacles as well in the game. So once they get a goal scored, they have these, I don't know what exactly to call it, but some sort of electricity port pops out on the map and seems to zap them right there where they stand, and they no longer have the chance to go forward with the ball. So there's definitely going to be a lot of elements to this game that brings up, you know, that juiciness, that hype, that excitement that we all love to hear. And we've mentioned before that this game is not just competitive, it's also quite humorous to watch. Yesterday, we had some moments where we had us laughing, and, you know, I hope that we get to see more of that, because, you know, it really lightens the mood, and, you know, it's not all about the competitiveness, it's not all about the goals. So do you think we're going to see more humor elements today?
Definitely. These players are very humorous when it comes to their gameplay, especially with their hopping strategy. That always gets me.
Yeah, the hopping strategy seems to be definitely something that they are all embodying. They're like, okay, if we might miss if we score, so why don't I just hop into the goal with the ball? You know, if that works, it works. So yeah, we're definitely going to be seeing more hopping, more humorous zapping, and perhaps
Zappings.
zapping. Yeah. So we're gonna go and start the second game of this best of 3, Morocco versus Iraq. So this is going to be really, really spicy. Let's go ahead and start. Oh my goodness, we already got the first goal for Morocco. What is happening?
Morocco
Iraq, come on, step it up.
doing it. But Morocco got their trap lined up for them so that they will get zapped if they go for their goal. And they are using the platforms. I hope we see more of the platforms usage. But Iraq is taking the ball from Morocco, hopefully getting that goal in, but using that hopping strategy as well. But a lot of passing we see here.
Wait, if I'm not mistaken, the bunny costume, the person with the bunny outfit, is the one that's doing the hopping, and they're just embodying their way of play style. That's what we're talking about. That is true. Morocco goes ahead and scores one more goal, so it is 2-0 in favor of Morocco. Not looking so good for Iraq. 4 minutes left on the clock, but, you know, just as I say that, one goal goes towards Iraq, and they are 2-1 currently.
This is really fun. So Iraq has one trap lined up for them. Meanwhile, Morocco has two. So it's really going to be interesting to see how Morocco is going to. Whoa, and that is a goal. They really do maneuver around those obstacles and the traps so that they won't get zapped, like you said, Archie. But
Yeah.
let's see what Iraq is going to do.
Iraq seems eager to get their lead back up, but I don't know. It seems like our prediction is going to come true, and perhaps Morocco is going to take us to the third game of this best of three. They're all getting on the
Ooh.
platform, but we really wanted to see that third platform take off, but unfortunately they all fell to the ground and seem to be closer and closer to getting that fourth goal.
It does seem like it, but Iraq is not backing down. They are going for it, and they got their second goal. I don't know about this, Archie. Is our prediction going to come true?
I still believe Morocco's gonna take this in the bag. I think that they're giving Iraq that leeway so that they won't look too bad. They're a little bit of BM kind of way, but it looks
Could
like
be.
the platforms are being utilized, and we are in the third platform.
Oh
Let's
no!
go! That is what we wanted to see. And
they got their fourth
Morocco.
goal. This is really, really fun. If only Morocco got that last jump on the third platform, it would have been an amazing play trying to dodge all these obstacles. But this and the goal changed last second for Iraq, and they missed their shot.
It's really hard to see when you're so close to getting that goal and you already celebrate, but it's too early to celebrate like that. You just have to wait and notice it's gonna be a goal right here to end the game. What? It didn't go through.
Did you see that?
No!
Oh my goodness.
In the last second, but it seems Morocco went for the fifth goal and the match has ended in favor of Morocco.
GG's. Good job, Morocco.
GG, well played.
Well played. Well played. That was a very, very fun match to watch with Iraq trying their best. They weren't backing down, not even 1 second, while Morocco was trying to get all their goals in to compensate for their last game. So good job to both teams, but congrats to Morocco for winning that game.
Indeed, Morocco played really well. And might I say we were correct on our prediction? Might I say that? We were definitely correct. We know what we're talking about. Come on, we're here for a reason. So yeah, that goes. So then that goes in favor of Morocco, of course. So we are at a 1-1 draw for this semifinals match between Morocco and Iraq. So this third and final game in this best of three will determine who is going to be going to that final spot and who is going to be playing in the third place playoffs. So I don't know, it's getting really, really intense now. So I'm gonna have to go forward and ask you about the prediction of this third best of three. Who is going to take this game? Is it going to be Iraq or is it going to be Morocco?
Oh, I mean, this is going to be a very difficult one, but my gut speaks once more, and it says Morocco, especially with their last game. With their last game, the way they played, they knew what they were doing.
Morocco definitely stepped it up in that second game of the best of three. Taking a look here at the updated brackets, as we said, Team Morocco scored for 1 in their second game of this best of three, and Team Iraq won the first game of the best of three. And the winner of this best of three semifinals goes forward to play in the finals and get that first and second place standing. However, if they do lose, they will be playing in the third place playoffs for the third and fourth place. So we're super excited to see who's going to be going and moving forward. So you think it's going to be Morocco, am I right?
Yeah. What do you think?
I'm going to have to say Morocco as well. I mean, ever since the beginning, ever since yesterday when we were doing the predictions in the quarterfinals, I think I was rooting for Morocco, and I have to stay true to that. I really do. I think that
I commend that.
I think that they definitely have the upper hand here. And, it's not just when it comes to skill, it's also comes to confidence. And confidence plays a great role when it comes to gaming. If you feel good, you look good, you play good. So the fact that they have Moroccans in the FIFA World Cup right now and they are representing all the MENA region, I think that gives them that boost in ego, and it helps them play better. But hopefully they don't take too much advantage of that and they don't get too cocky, because that does happen sometimes. You think you're all that, you think you're good, and then the opposing team, they try to take advantage of your cockiness. So hopefully that won't happen. But if they play it right, I think Morocco is definitely going to be taking this in the bag.
I agree. I agree completely. It is very important that players know their skill set, know their confidence, but don't take it way too far. It does really reflect on their gameplay. We've seen it so many times with other games. So just another reminder for all our viewers that there are QR codes that are going to pop out randomly throughout the stream, and they are going to be right here. There's one right here right now, and they are different each time. So if you scan this one and the next one pops out, do scan that one as well. These are $25 worth of Robux for your game. So make sure your phone is right there with you so you can scan it and claim your prize.
Exactly, and don't forget to download the game as well. Samsung Space Tycoon in Roblox. I mean, you're watching the game right now. You're seeing how exciting it is. I mean, I wish I could play right now. I really wish I could just go into
Right.
Roblox and play right now. You know what? After this, let's 1v1. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's make our own
We
teams
have
and
to.
let's battle it out.
I mean, we have to, especially since we're watching the pros right now from all of these MENA
Yeah.
regions, the influencers and their teammates, and they're showcasing their skills. And we're writing notes, right? We're writing notes with our pens from the Galaxy Fold, right? That's what we're doing.
Precisely. Do the hopping strategy, do the platform strategy to avoid the traps,
Don't get
to
zapped.
buy, don't get zapped. Use the traps to buy time, like we saw yesterday, where one of the teams were buying time using the zaps or the traps against the enemy team. So it was very, very interesting to watch. We've made a lot of notes, and I think if we played the game, we're going to be pros at it.
I think we're already professionals. I mean, we've been watching this firsthand. We're in the front seats right now, and we're watching this tournament. Dare I say it, we're probably better than they are.
Oh, I don't know about that, Archie. I mean, we talked about not talking big and knowing our skill sets,
Right,
but
right. You're right. I'm gonna take a step back. I'm gonna take a step back, not get too cocky, and have the rug pulled under me. But these are the professionals. These are the influencers, the captains with their teammates, and they're giving us the best gameplay that the MENA region has to offer. So all we can do is stay humble, hopefully, and take notes and apply their tactics and their mechanics in our games as well in Samsung Space Tycoon. We are almost ready to play our third game. We're just waiting on the green light from production, but let's go over the rules and the game mechanics one more time just to refresh your memory. Pasta, please take it away.
it's a 3v3, and then there's each team has 3 goals to defend. But however, only one of the goals are activated at a time, and they go through a rotation. And every time you score a goal, there are going to be traps lined up in front of the teams that will zap them, that will immobilize them into scoring their goals. However, if the game does come to a tie, there is going to be a golden goal rule where me and Archie are dying to see. So, golden goal rule means there's a tie between the team, and uh, e- the whoever scores the first goal will get the win of the overall. So, very, very
Indeed.
exciting things.
Yeah, we are super excited to see more golden goals in this tournament, especially since all of the teams are very, very close. And, we've already seen it in the match with Morocco versus Iraq. They are super, super close in skill, and, it could be anyone's game at this point. We saw Iraq win the first game of this best of three, with Morocco going ahead and winning the second game of this best of three. So the third game can really go in anyone's favor. Regardless, hopefully we'll be seeing a good match, good sportsmanship, a little bit of BM, never hurt anybody. Just little fun elements as well. Like we said with the zapping, we let out some laughing, let it out on the field a little bit. But yeah, hopefully we're going to be seeing that third game very, very shortly. Let's go ahead and check out more of what Samsung has to offer on Samsung.com. You could go there and grab any of the products that we talked about today. And currently, we're going to talk about the Galaxy Tab S8 Ultra.
Well, Arshid, the S8 Ultra is a 14.6 display and runs up to 120 hertz, which is huge when it comes to tablets. We know that monitors have go down to 60 hertz. So for a tablet to have a 120 hertz just shows how massive the experience could be, and the colors are richer, and there is a greater clarity during gameplay, which allows you to see every detail during your gameplay. And cannot forget the main point, which is it is also 5G enabled, which provides users with a great experience.
So you're telling me if I get the Galaxy Tab S8 Ultra, I can play FPS games on it?
I mean, yes, of course. The game is going to be more clear for the players because of the high refresh rate. It's 120 hertz. It helps everyone with a clear vision or clear view of the game.
Yeah, I'm definitely really excited to see that product. But, Pasta, I'm going to let you talk a little bit about your favorite product. So tell me, which one of Samsung's products would you be getting?
Well, out of the three that we just mentioned, the Freestyle, the Galaxy Watch 5, the Galaxy Tab S8 Ultra. Honestly, I really like the Freestyle, the projector, which is very lightweight. And you can decide whether you want your screen to be a big or like 100 inches wide, which is really great. You can put it on your wall, or when you're laying down on the bed, or you have like a watch party with your friends creating a fort. You can put it up on the ceiling while you guys watch. It's a great product to have. You can use it for yourself, for your family, for kids around you, or anyone really. It's a very multi-purpose use product, as well as you can carry it anywhere you'd like. That's the best part about it.
I do love all the positive things that you said about the freestyle. It looks like the game is almost going to be ready, and we should be going into the game any second now. So we're super excited. Let me just remind you, you went for Morocco for winning this best of three. Is that correct?
Yes. Fingers crossed. But we're not biased.
No, we are most definitely not biased, but we both are rooting for Morocco. And you know what? Let's see if our prediction is going to be correct, or let's see if we're going to be bamboozled by Iraq. But like we said, it could go in any direction. And we're just waiting on production here to tell us that the game has started. We're super excited to get into this because the winner is going to be playing in the finals. Isn't that right?
That is definitely true. So if Morocco wins, they will play in the finals. But if Iraq wins, they will be playing in the finals.
That's true, and the losers will be playing for the third place playoffs, and the winner will get third place, and the loser will be going home with fourth place. But in the end, this is a friendly match, and it really doesn't matter where you're going to be standing as long as they participated and they represented their countries in the MENA region. That's what we're looking for, and we salute all of these teams and all of the influencers and their teammates for participating in the Samsung Space Tycoon. So that's all it really is. Just as they show us a great couple of matches with the best of their efforts, and we're taking notes, right? We're taking notes on how to be better players in Samsung Space
Of
Tycoon.
course. Of course, of course. I just again hope the players are having a lot of fun and they're enjoying their time. At the end of the day, at the end of the day, it is a game, and they should be enjoying themselves. Even players from yesterday that are not playing anymore. So, best of luck to every one of them, and we learned a lot. Day one, we learned so much. So let's see what we're going to learn in day two.
Exactly. And I really do hope that we get to see some really great matches. I had word that we do have some technical issues, so let's go over the team lineups one more time, just to remind you guys about how snazzy they look in their customization. So we do have the bunny deleted, and now we know why he has the bunny skin, because he's been hopping all over this map.
He has been hopping everywhere in this map. And now I see why he has a character on his shoulder that is dabbing, because he is hopping, he is scoring, and he is dabbing after every game. So definitely a very fun skin to see. And again, NoFax is rocking that fox mask that I really, really love. I need to get one of those for my room, Archie. What do you think?
I think it looks really great on your room. Definitely something you should cosplay as well. So we do know that you do have
Ooh.
participated in some cosplay competitions, and I think that would look great on you.
It would be very interesting to make. That is right. That is right. I should really look into it. Maybe we can do something that matches, and we can wear those masks and go to the next convention together.
I would be down for that 100%. You just let me know when and where, and I'll be there.
We have Team Iraq with, again, I love the captain. The frog is my favorite. I can't get over how cool the frog skin is with the suit going on, the black suit. Very hitman. It's very, very cool.
And I do love the flags again, all on their skins. It shows their patriotism and how they're supporting their countries from each of these MENA regions. And, it's great to see. It's great to see that, they're all here playing in Samsung Space Tycoon, representing where they're from and, showcasing their skills. So we really have to admire that. And I mean, I'm not sure what Tails is doing with his skin, but it works. It looks good.
It does look good, very Gen Z, very fun and funky. So yeah, it's very nice. And till now, we cannot pronounce Keiki's name. Did you
Keiki is
figure
the
it
way
out,
you're supposed to
Archie?
pronounce it. I'm
What about the
convinced.
two letters?
What two letters? I don't see any two letters. I don't know what
Oh,
you're talking
okay. So
about.
we're blind to the two letters in the beginning of the name.
It's silent.
It's like, oh, right.
It's silent. Yeah. So
Why
don't
didn't
worry.
I think
That's
about
definitely
that?
how you're supposed to pronounce it.
Definitely,
So
definitely. But very interesting names from the players. Very interesting customization of their avatars, of their skins, and like you always mentioned, the flags on their outfits representing their country or their region is a very fun and I don't know. It's almost empowering. So I really enjoy the fact that they do that.
I have to agree with you 100% there. And, the skins give them confidence, like I said, especially with, Morocco giving them confidence with their football team representing them in the FIFA World Cup in Qatar. The same thing can be said with the skins. When we play a game, I believe we've played lots of games that have skins in them. And when we have a skin, when we look good, I feel like it gives us that initiative to play better, or is that all in my head?
No, you're absolutely right. You have there's something in you that tells you that if I have a skin, then I should definitely play better, or it's all wrong. It I should delete the game. So
Whoa, to
definitely
that
you're
extent. Oh
absolutely.
my goodness.
Oh, I mean, Archie, I don't know about you, but when it comes to gaming for me, I'm a bit hot headed. I don't know about you, Archie.
Oh, definitely. I mean, depends on what game I play, but for sure, if it's, ranked mode and, there's a lot on stake and at stake and, oh, I'm thinking about steak. First pizza, then pasta, and now we're talking about steak.
But did you
But
have your pizza yesterday?
I did not. I did not have my pizza. But looks like there might be time for me to order my pizza because we do have to go for a short break just for 5 minutes. So go and refill your refreshments, and we will be back very shortly for that last game in that best of 3 with Morocco versus Iraq. Don't go anywhere.
Strutting your way into my heart. Take your head off, make yourself at home. Have a steady night, then strut on home. Day 1, I'm in love with the strut. Day 2, I'm in love with the strut. Day 3, I'm in love with the strut. Guess what? I'm in love with the strut. I like your strut. Do you wanna go strutting, strutting? You like my strut? Do you wanna go strutting, strutting? You like my strut? Then let's go strutting right now. strutting your way into my heart. Take your head off, make yourself at home. Have a steady night, then strut on home. Day one, I'm in love with the strut. Day two, I'm in love with the strut. Day three, I'm in love with the strut. Guess what? I'm in love with the strut. I like your strut. Do you wanna go strutting, strutting you like my strut? Do you wanna go strutting, strutting you like my strut? Then let's go strutting right now.
Welcome back to the Samsung Space Tycoon of this Roblox tournament brought to you by Samsung. You're here with me, Arshi, or you might know me as X Arshi, and I am joined by my lovely co-host, Pasta Machine. How are we feeling after that short break? Are we refreshed, or do you have your popcorn refilled?
I'm very, very refreshed. Got my water, got my snacks, but definitely gonna have the snacks on the next break. But yeah, I'm very excited to see the next games coming up. I'm refreshed. I'm waiting in my seat.
Yeah, we are very, very excited to finally see this last game of this best of three. I mean, we've been talking about this matchup for a long, long time, Morocco versus Iraq. I mean, any matchup when it comes to Morocco is an exciting one because we really want to see and compare with their performances in the FIFA World Cup as well and see if it's equivalent to their skills in the Samsung Space Tycoon. But since we do have some time, let's track back to yesterday and talk a bit about the games that we did have, and they were, you know, action packed to the last very second. There wasn't one moment that we didn't really focus, that we couldn't really take a break on. But so yeah, was there any match that really stood out for you? But you know, before we talk about that, I'm afraid the game is already here, so we're gonna have to have that conversation for later. We are starting up the third game of the best of three, Morocco versus Iraq. It can go in any direction. We are rooting for Morocco, or at least we're predicting that way.
Ooh.
And as soon as I say that, Iraq gets that first score in.
Iraq gets that first score in. Morocco really, really tried to dodge that and take the ball from them. But Morocco is going for it, hopefully getting that goal in. They are, and they did. Iraq really, really tried to defend their goal. But both teams have one trap lined up in front of them. So let's see how they're going to dodge the traps. And Morocco fell, losing the ball, and Iraq took the ball, using the platforms maybe.
You know, it's just going to be back and forth at this point. I believe we're going to see, you know, 1-1, 2-2, 3-3, and eventually perhaps get into that golden goal, or we're going to get an ending of a 5-4. I mean, that's my prediction at least. We see the hopping
Ooh.
strategy there with a kick in the end for Iraq. So they are in the lead right now, and perhaps not letting Morocco get in there. But, you know, I'm thinking Morocco's going to score the goal next.
It could be. They could be. Why not? The possibilities are endless here. Iraq really tried to take the goal, and Morocco is using the platforms again, just like last game, going up to the last platform and using that. We haven't seen that in a while, but Morocco ended up taking the goal into the wrong one last second, and they did manage to hit the goal either way.
And might I remind you that that goal was scored by our resident bunny from Morocco, hopping all the way there, staying true to his skin. And you know, bunnies, they don't shoot, they hop. That's what they do
They
best.
hop.
So yeah, so that's what he's using. That's the strategy he's using to be winning this game. And looks like Iraq is utilizing the platforms here and hopefully going to be scoring that goal, because I mean, that's what we said we're going to be seeing. But he's taking his time up there. In Iraq,
Are they
I don't
perhaps
know.
going for the golden goal, Archie?
I
But
don't know, but that
no,
would be very exciting to see.
they tried to maneuver that, and it seems like Morocco has this third goal. Iraq really tried to do something there with the strategy of using the platforms, but it didn't work out for them as planned.
Indeed, all three obstacles, all three zappable force fields are active for these teams, so they got to be careful when it comes to getting into the goals.
Morocco is defending their goals very, very well, and they took the ball from Iraq and taking that They tried taking that platform, but Iraq went up without Morocco, and they are running towards the goal. And let's see if they're going to manage to hit their goal with Iraq defending it. And it seems
Oh,
like
looks like the
Iraq took the
bunny
ball.
tactics did not work this time. He got smushed by the enemy team and wasn't able to complete the hopping transaction.
Ooh, the ball got defended by the robots, and Morocco took the ball again using the hopping strategy, maybe using the platforms.
Looks like the ball
It's
is
a very
going to
back
the
and
other side
forth
as
kind
well.
of game.
Indeed, it is very back and forth because, you know, we have the best of the best right now. This is the semifinals. This game will determine who is going to be playing in the finals, going to be playing for that first and second prize. So it's definitely a very close game, and we're going to possibly run out of time here with just 1 minute left to go.
If Iraq does get their goal in, it is going to go in for a golden goal, but it seems like they missed and they got zapped right there. And Morocco is taking the ball towards the goal, but Iraq takes it back one more time. It is a very, very back and forth kind of game.
Indeed, I can definitely sense the frustration from both these teams. They're really trying to get that goal in. I think Iraq wants to avoid losing right now because they do need to score one more time in order to make that golden goal active. But it looks like it's going to be a goal for Morocco,
Ooh.
4-2 in favor of Morocco. I don't think Iraq can do anything else here.
They only have 12 seconds on the clock, and it is going to be GG. Hopefully, Iraq can get one more goal in just for that score, because why not? But Morocco takes the ball one more time, taking it up to the traps, using that BM. Congratulations, Morocco, and well played, Iraq. Good job on that game.
GG, well played indeed, Morocco and Iraq. And like we said, our prediction was correct. I mean, Pastor, I told you today our predictions are going to be top notch. They are going to be as accurate as possible. So there you go. There you have it. Morocco wins 2-1 against Iraq, and it was incredibly close. So GG, well played for both these teams. They both performed very well, didn't they?
They really did. It was a very back and forth game. Both Morocco and Iraq, as soon as they would get to the goal, the other player would come snatch the ball and go to the other side of the field. So it's very back and forth, very intense, and very, very fun to watch. And the fact that they used a lot of the platforms, I really, really appreciate that.
Indeed, we were talking about the platforms a lot. Yesterday's games, initially we didn't really see usage of those platforms, and because, you know, the Samsung Space Tycoon is such a new game to us, we didn't really know if those platforms were decorative or it could be used, and you know, it got used later on during the games. So we're really happy to see that they're being utilized in almost every single game today, and hopefully we're going to be, you know, seeing some game-changing usage of them as well in the future games. We do have one more best of 3 left in our semifinals, and then the winner will be playing against Morocco in the finals for that first and second place. So we are super excited to see that. Here is a version of the updated brackets. As you can see, we had just played Morocco and Iraq. Morocco managed to snipe that 2-1. Iraq was very close. It was an incredibly close game. So definitely GG well played to both of these teams. Morocco going forward to secure a spot in the finals and potentially getting that first place prize. And next, we do have Team KSA versus Team Qatar. Now, if you remember, Team KSA was a monster to beat yesterday in our quarterfinals. They were the first team to play, and they did win 2-0 against UAE. So Qatar was also a very similarly strong team, but I believe Team Egypt managed to put up more of a fight. So I don't know, what do you think of this matchup? What do you think of Saudi Arabia versus Qatar? Who do you think has the upper hand here?
Well, Saudi Arabia from yesterday's game, they were ruthless against UAE. So this will be very, very fun matchup. And Team Qatar, well, if to be honest, Team Egypt did have some technical difficulties in the first round of best of three. They had one player missing due to some technical issues. But when it came to the second game of best of three, Egypt did put up a good fight against Team Qatar, but it was the game for Team Qatar to win. And so, yeah, I don't know. KSA was very, very ruthless yesterday. So I don't know. What do you think, Archie? Who do you think would win?
This one's a tough one, to be honest. I mean, first of all, you know what I like to do? I like to compare to the FIFA World Cup that's going on right now, especially since, you know, this is a football game. The Samsung Space Tycoon is a Roblox game based off of football, and I'm sure that Samsung had the FIFA World Cup in mind once they made this, and Qatar didn't particularly make it to the points that we are now in FIFA. However, it is being hosted in Qatar, so perhaps they have some brownie points when it comes to that. I don't know. I don't know. It's a very difficult one, but I think I'm gonna have to go with KSA here. I think that yesterday in the quarterfinals that they played perhaps a little better than Qatar did. But then again, this is just the first prediction. As we come closer and we play that first game in that best of three, we'll have a more accurate prediction. But for now, I think it will go in favor of KSA. I will be asking you that question again once we get closer to that first game. But for now, let's go ahead and see the avatars for Team KSA and Team Qatar. We'll take a look at the lineups in a bit, but Team KSA is led by Pika Loli, which is their influencer, their captain, joined by iLyrics or Illyrics and Dippy, while Team Qatar is led by Busalim, their influencer, their captain, with their teammates First Tariq and Mr. Tupac. So it's going to be a very exciting matchup here, and I know that we like their skins a lot as well. I know all of the teams that are in the semifinals today have exquisite customization skills. Their creativity really shines and, you know, gives them that confidence boost that they need throughout the game to perform better. So hopefully we're going to be seeing those lineups very, very soon. And you can be reminded if you forgot about their skins from yesterday. Now, Pasta, I know that you love Pika Loli's skin. You did talk about it a lot, but give me your overall view of all of these skins for Team KSA.
Pika Loli is rocking that anime outfit. The character is such a lovely character, loved by many. So good choice by Pika Loli while customizing their skin. And we have iLyrics on the left with that emo haircut and the ripped pants. Very, very cool outfit. I love it. I love the style. And Dippy, it's in the name. It is in the name. It is Dippy.
Definitely, they are all rocking their style, and Team KSA also has the flag there. I think I missed that initially, but it seems like all of them are rocking the flags on their outfits and showing off that patriotism and showing off that support for their countries in the MENA region. So that's really, really great to see, and you know, I'm all for it. Definitely all for it. Let's see the lineups as well for Team Qatar. Here, I remember you admired First Tariq's skin and commended his creativity here. So, could you take me through the skins from Team Qatar?
Well, Team Qatar, well, for First Tariq, you don't see that often. You don't see that style. You don't see those vibrant red colors often in your day-to-day life. So the way they portrayed that design in their avatar is just very, very refreshing, very fun to see. And Bu Salim and Mr. Tupac took it safe, and it's fun because why not? They're representing themselves. So it is a very fun outfit picking choice by Team Qatar.
Yeah, Team Qatar looking fresh, looking snazzy as well. Both of these teams are really rocking their outfits, and hopefully can give them that confidence boost that they need to compete and to secure their spot in the finals and be against Team Morocco, who has already proceeded to the finals of this tournament. So I have to ask you again for the prediction now, since we are getting closer to that first game of this best of three. I went ahead and I said Team KSA. Is that something that you agree with, or do you think that we're gonna see it in favor of Team Qatar?
Well, you snatched the answer right from my mouth. I really, really thought you were going to go root for Team Qatar. And I was going to be the opposite and say, hey, well, each one of us will pick one country and make it fair for the teams. But you went right ahead and picked Team KSA, which I completely agree. If we look at the FIFA World Cup matches, Team KSA did win the game or first game of their match, which was very, very hyped, very supportive for the MENA region. So it will be very fun to see it one more time over here. But again, I really hope the two teams do have fun in their games. Team KC and Team Qatar play to their best of abilities. Hopefully, Team Qatar do play a bit aggro compared to yesterday, and Team KC, we already know how aggressive they are in their gameplay, so it'll be a very interesting match to watch.
Definitely. So we've seen these teams, play yesterday, and we know that they are good. But today is a whole other level. They are playing at the level of the semifinals, which is completely different from the quarterfinals. So hopefully these both teams will step it up, and they're going to be showing us some very great content here. Why don't we go ahead and remind the audience about the giveaway that we have available that runs throughout the stream. So Pasta, please do let us know about what this giveaway is.
So we have $25 worth of Robux available for all viewers to scan. It's going to be a QR code right over here. I mean, it's not there right now, but it will pop out somewhere right here. And do have your phones right next to you. Make sure you have the game downloaded and scan it. And each of the QR codes are different from the others. So make sure if you scan one of them, you do scan the other, because they are two different QR codes. None of them are the same.
Indeed. So you get a chance, even if you miss that first one, that second one, that third one, you still have chance. There are 9 total chances. Just make sure you have the game downloaded, Samsung Space Tycoon, and it's anyone's game here. Anyone can have the chance except us. Unfortunately, except us, we don't get to have a chance for that $25 worth of Robux, but it's okay. We're here. We're sitting here with you guys. We have first line seats to VIP seats to this tournament, so we couldn't have asked for anything better. While we wait up for the first game of this best of 3 to start, let's talk about more of what Samsung has to offer on Samsung.com. Any of these products are available for you to purchase. Let's talk about the Galaxy Z Flip 4.
How beautiful is that, Archie? How beautiful is the
It's
Flip
stunning.
4? Doesn't it
Absolutely stunning.
Doesn't it remind you of your childhood phone?
It does, the flip phone, exactly that.
Yeah, so that's exactly what Galaxy or Samsung did. They created the Galaxy Z Flip 4, which is a pocket-sized statement piece. It's very small and it's very light, but when it's folded, it's enough to compact into your palm. And it leaves a very big impression, because if you notice, how beautiful is that color? And it comes with different ranges of other colors to match your vibe. Very, very beautiful product. I want to get my hands on one of these. I don't know about you, Archie. What do you think about this product?
Oh, I definitely love it. I mean, it's definitely a statement piece. It's not just a phone. It's an accessory, and I really admire Samsung for coming up with products that complements our personalities and the way that we would like to hold ourselves and the way we dress, perhaps. So I really would recommend this phone, and hopefully we can get our hands on it as well.
Why not? Why not? It would really, it reminds me of the early 2000s, where we would close our phone while we end the call, just like slam it. It was very, very fun days. So to have that back with a touch screen, why not?
I mean, yeah, we do need to bring it back. Of course, there are a lot of things which we had that were great, and so often we just make it better and we bring it back, and that's exactly what Samsung did. Be sure to get your hands on them. You can go to Samsung.com and, of course, book whatever you need to get, or you could just tell your family members, listen, it's my birthday coming up soon, and I really like the Galaxy Flip 4, so and just give it the subtle hints, you know.
Or you can just tell them. Or you can just
Or that.
make their life, or you can just make their lives easier and tell them what you want, and yeah, they'll be grateful. They'll be grateful with you telling them what you exactly want.
That is true. So definitely get your hands on it if it is something you like. I know we will be browsing on Samsung.com right after this tournament as well and picking our favorites to add to our shopping list. And let's talk about a little bit more about the tournament before we start our first game of this best of three. If we could just go through the game mechanics and the game rules just to refresh your memory a bit in case you got lost in all of the hype and all of the fun in these best of threes. So, Pasta, let's go over the rules once more.
Exactly what you said, Archie. Since the games are very, very quick, you might miss out on some of the game rules and mechanics. So, again, it is a 3v3, and there are 3 goals to defend. However, only one of the goals are activated at a time, and they do go on a rotation. So, the first team to score 5 goal wins. That is a given. However, if you do not get to the 5 goals, the team with the most goals do win. However, if the 2 teams end on a tie, there will be something called the golden goal, where the team that scores the first goal will take the win, and they do get faster, I believe. So it is a very fun time. We love to see the golden goal, and we do enjoy the platform plays by the teams, and there is traps involved in the game. So when they score a goal, there are several traps that pop out from the ground and zaps them, as Archie says.
That's definitely what it's supposed to be called. They're being zapped.
They're zappers.
So yeah, that is the basic rundown of these games. It's super simple. It's really really easy to play, but it's difficult once you have such competitive players from the MENA region. So definitely have to have a watch out for that and write notes down so you can know how to play it better. Let's go ahead and check out the brackets one more time. The updated brackets, as we can see. Oh, it seems that we already see Team Morocco versus Team Iraq. Team Morocco, of course, took that took that win with a 2-1, and they will be proceeding to the finals. So Iraq will be playing in the third place playoffs, but we don't know who their teammates are as of yet. We are still waiting for the second game in our semifinals. It will be Team KSA versus Team Qatar. So both of our predictions are going for Team KSA here, but I mean, it could be anyone's game right now, and I think we'll make a more accurate prediction once we end the first game of the best of three match. But this is just a prediction that we have to make based on their gameplay yesterday in the quarterfinals. But how confident are you that KSA is going to win this one?
Oh, I don't know. KSA, after watching their game yesterday, their 2 games, they were very, very ruthless to Team UAE. The games were almost instantly done. I'm not trying to bash Team UAE or anything, but the skill set of the 2 teams were very far apart from each other. So Team KSA, they're very ruthless. They're very aggro in their gameplay. They did not waste a single moment. They went for the goals. They snatched the ball from UAE. I don't think even UAE had the ball at their side for longer than 2 seconds, and no game went past 2 or 3 minutes. So definitely something very interesting to see.
Definitely. So for now, we just have to wait for the beginning of that game. I'm surely it is coming very soon. But looks like we have something on the screen there right next to you. What is that?
Oh, that? Do you know what that is,
I,
Archie?
I'm not sure. Why don't you tell me?
Well, this is a QR code where you could win $25 worth of Robux. And you can just grab your phones and redeem the QR code. So why not? Anyone can do it, but they are different from every other QR code. So if you grab this QR code, you can grab the next one and the next one and the next one. There are only 9 QR codes, so I'm not sure how many QR codes we went through so far, but if you do miss this one, it's all right. There are more to come. So we already went through 4 of these.
Exactly. So you still have more chances to win that $25 from Roblox. So don't give up. Have your phones ready and make sure you have Samsung Space Tycoon downloaded on Roblox so that you can redeem your prize. Let's go back to the conversation that we were having before we started our previous games. I believe we were cut off. We were just about to get into a conversation about skins, if I'm not mistaken. When you play a certain game and you have the skin on, what confidence does that give you? Because we have seen the customization for these players and they are all very unique and they do complement their game style in some situations, like the bunny outfit in Team Morocco. So let's say if you were to customize your skin in Roblox, what would that look like? Would it go more of a bunny skin? Would it look more like a Piccololi skin that you admired so, or would it be like the frog skin that we saw?
Well, it is very difficult to pick right off the head. I'm so sure that if I had to customize a skin right now, it would at least take me an hour or two. I don't know about you, Archie, but it would take me forever. I do not know if I could make up my mind. I would probably make multiple accounts with different skins on them. So I'm not very sure, but maybe something like the frog. I don't know. The Iraq's team captain outfit was just amazing. The whole frog avatar with the black suit, the hitman suit, it was going on. It was very, very beautiful.
So we're going to lock down on frog. Is that what you're telling
On
me?
frog. What about you, Archie?
Okay. For me, I mean, it's the same situation for me. I mean, when it comes to customization, I'm playing it more than I'm playing the actual game. And you're a cosplayer, so I completely understand the fact that you want everything to be perfect. You want everything to match and all that. But for me, I don't have an excuse. I mean, whenever I'm streaming a game that I really love, I'm spending 2-3 hours on the customization alone, which you're only supposed to spend, 10 minutes maximum on it. But I cannot make my mind up, and in the end I end up making a character that looks like Shrek. But I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, right? Shrek is love, Shrek is life.
Nothing.
So
It's Checkers love.
I mean, I do love the customization, but I think every game is different. Every mood that I have is different. So it just really depends on all those things. But I definitely like to look more unique. Definitely more unique. So I would have something like the bunny outfit that we saw for Team Morocco, or something that shows off what I'm feeling for that day. So it all depends. It's all relative. But I definitely would have a great time customizing my own character in Roblox and playing it in Samsung Space Tycoon. And hopefully we'll get the chance to do that once we're done with the tournament, because we're taking inspiration right now from one of the best players in the region. So I mean, I'm taking notes and I might be copying a little bit here and there, but
Maybe the hopping.
yeah, the hopping, definitely. I love that. Let's not say copying. Let's say I'm going to take inspiration. Let's say that.
Inspiration.
I'm gonna
Of course, of
yes.
course.
So yeah, I mean, definitely going to come up with something cool for our avatars for sure. We'll sit together and we'll do it after this tournament, and you as the
Why
audience can
not?
join us as well. And make sure you download Samsung Space Tycoon and you can join us in your customization.
And And don't forget about the QR codes that are on the screen every once in a while, so you can get $25 worth of Robux for your game. You can spend it over there however you'd like. So it's a perfect opportunity right now to have the game downloaded.
Indeed. Right before we start our game, let's talk a bit more about the products that Samsung has to offer. And of course, you can get any of these products from Samsung.com. But currently, we're going to be talking about the Galaxy Z Fold 4. Now, we just talked about the Galaxy Z Flip 4. Now, this one has its own style. It's unique. It comes with a pen. But let me give the floor to Pasta to go more over the technical aspects.
This phone is a bit bigger than Flip 4, so this Galaxy Z Fold 4 honestly really works well for people that want a bigger space to do more work, to watch games, to watch a movie, series, whatever they'd like. It's a bigger screen. It is up to 7.6 inches on the main screen, and in one hand it goes to up to 6.2 inches cover screen. So it is really good. And the best part about the camera on this phone is camouflaged. It is an under display camera, which means there is no lines or a black dot getting in between you and your watch experience on this phone. And it is just, it looks like it doesn't exist, but it's there. So and it comes with a pen, which comes very handy into taking notes, into drawing pictures. You have a bigger screen, so you can do wonders with this phone. I don't know. I love redecorating my room all the time, and I always use the pen on my Samsung phone to draw around. But if I had a Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 4, I would have a bigger screen to work with to redesign my room before I actually do something to my room.
Definitely. So it is a great product to have. And I know that we love all of these products. So we're still rooting for that freestyle, but there's one more product that we have not seen yet that we both love as well, and is a strong competitor for us for the freestyle. But I think we're gonna leave that for a bit later in the stream. We're gonna tease it a bit, but it's a wonderful product. And if you were here yesterday, you saw it as well. But we'll give a reminder to you further into the stream. We're still waiting on the game of the second game in our semi-finals for that best of 3 to know who is going to be playing against Morocco in the finals and who is going to be playing for that third place playoffs. We're still waiting on that, but in the meanwhile, you know, we can pick off each other's brains and talk a little bit about yesterday's matches. I know they were really exciting ones, and especially that last match was intense. The only match that went 2-1 in our best of 3. As you can see in the updated brackets here, the match I am talking about is, of course, Team Turkey versus Team Iraq. Team Turkey was ever so close into winning this best of 3. I think they were only 1 goal different, but in the end, Iraq got the win. But however, Iraq did not manage to win against Morocco, but they still have a chance to get that third place standing. Now, Pasta, is there any of the games yesterday that really stood out for you?
I think Team Turkey versus Team Iraq was very fun to watch because it went longer than usual. Of course, Team Morocco and Team Tunisia was great because we saw the golden goal there. But the last game did take longer and more hype. Longer games, like, it makes you want to anticipate what's going to happen next, how the teams are going to play, who's going to finally win. So definitely Team Turkey versus Team Iraq.
Yeah, I'm very excited to see that. And looks like the game is ready for us to watch. This is the first game in our best of 3 KSA versus Qatar. I'm super excited to see how this is going to turn out. Hopefully, we're going to see a great game of sportsmanship. And before I could finish talking, KSA gets that first goal.
Ruthless by Team KSA, less than 10 seconds on the time, and they get that first goal. But Qatar takes the ball. They're using that hopping strategy, and they do. KSA is really trying their best to watch what Qatar is doing. So very interesting. But Team Qatar did manage to lose a goal, and Team KSA is using the platforms to take the ball to the goal. Very, very interesting games.
Indeed, it is very, very fast-paced just from the get-go. We got the score. Was it less than 5 seconds that KSA scored that first goal?
It was very quick, honestly. We didn't even start to even see what's happening, and they scored the goal.
Indeed, it looks like Qatar is struggling to get that first goal in. I don't know what's going to be happening. They are taking quite some time. Our prediction so far is going okay, but oh, there we go.
Ooh.
2 goals for KSA now, and it looks like we might be correct in our prediction here with KSA possibly winning this first game of this best of 5.
Could be, but there is still hope for Team Qatar. It's the team, even though Team KSC is getting their scores in, Team Qatar is not losing hope whatsoever. They're trying their best, but Team KSA really knows how to defend. They are very, very picky with how they play. They are really defending their goals, and they are always taking the ball right from Qatar's hands, and they scored their 3rd goal right now.
Day 3-0 in favor of KSA with less than 3 minutes to go. KSA seems to be ruthless and adapting the same gameplay that they were initially against UAE, just completely ruthless and not giving Qatar any breathing room whatsoever.
They are really working together as a team here. They are passing the ball to each other. That something we don't really see in the games here is that Team KSA is really working together as a team. When one person has the ball, the other goes towards the end, playing it like a normal football game that you see in real life. But Qatar is using the platforms for the first time, but Team KSA does take the ball once again. Very, very
Oh, that is quite
ruthless.
unfortunate right there. Qatar so close to getting that goal. And I do want to catch up on KSA. Well, never mind. We're going to talk about that after in the analyzing. Saudi Arabia wins 5-0. Oh my goodness. 5-0 in favor of KSA. I mean, we've said initially that KSA is completely ruthless. They're very arrogant in their gameplay. And that's what they showed us. They showed us the same specific game mechanics that they had initially. I mean, there was no need to change it. There was no need for them to adapt to any kind of gameplay. They stuck to what they know. They stuck to what's good. And there you go. And, you know, that's it. 5-0. 5-0 in favor of KSA. We will be moving on to game 2 of this best of 3. So, you know, before we go on to predictions, can you just cap on the game that we just saw? I mean, it was super hype, but is there anything that really stood out for you?
Well, the game was very, very ruthless. Case 8 did get all the points before Qatar could get a single one in. But I did notice Qatar was trying their best to defend, and they really, really did give KSA a bit of hard time. Maybe in the second game, we will notice a bit of a harder game for Team KSA compared to the first one. Like we said in yesterday's games, that sometimes we need to watch the first one. Players need to play against each other first game, and then maybe come up with a second plan for their second game, and hopefully we will see who will win the second one. But for this game, Team KSA really, really played very well, very aggressively, and they did not give a single leanway towards Qatar.
That is true indeed. And I do want to touch up on the fact that during the game with KSA, they really seemed like they were in control there. It wasn't a frenzy of hype where they just ran towards the goal. No, they were calculating each one of their steps, especially when it came to, I believe it was the 4th goal of the match. They were anticipating for the goal to change. So even though it was lit up to the right, they still waited and lingered to the left and to the middle goals, because they knew it was just about to change. So there was no point in them scoring in that goal and having it just, you know, completely blocking them. So it really shows that they know what they're doing, and they're just outmaneuvering Qatar at this point. But once again, with Qatar, it was also very good gameplay especially when they utilized the the platforms, and they were so close to getting that goal, but KSA just had a really great defender there, and unfortunately the goal was not able to be completed. Let's go ahead and talk about the predictions, I guess, for game 2 of this best of 3. I know that we are now more we have more of a clue about how this matchup can go. But then again, we have seen comebacks, especially when it comes to games like when Turkey played against Iraq. Turkey got the comeback in that second game of the best of 3, and they managed to win it, but unfortunately could not take it all the way. But are we going to be seeing the same thing here? Or are we going to be seeing KSA completely dominating?
Well, I do hope we see it happening here as well. But so we'll have longer games, so we'll have more fun, more strategies against each other on how to win. But if I have to be honest, Archie, with the game that we just watched, I really do think KSA has it in the bag. They know exactly what they're doing, how they're playing. They communicate with each other pretty well, it seems, passing the ball to each other, which we don't see often here. We only see each person trying to get the goal for themselves, but KSA is really playing as a team.
I have to agree with you there. The synergy is evident. And hopefully we're going to be seeing the synergy continue for Team KSA, or we're going to see Qatar pick it up. We have gotten word that the game is ready for our second game in this best of 3. It can go either way. We are predicting that it's going to go in favor of Team KSA, but I mean, we've been wrong before. It's happened. And if Qatar manages to win, then we're going to be pleasantly surprised, and we're going to love to see it, because that would mean that we would be going into the third game of our best of 3. So, doesn't matter who's going to win. We will be happy either way. But currently our prediction is on KSA. Hopefully we're going to be going straight into the game, so don't go anywhere. We just got the heads up. We're just waiting on a few more issues, and there we go. Right into the game. We are starting the second game of this best of 3, KSA versus Qatar. So it seems, unfortunately, that KSA is lacking one of their players, but I don't know. Do you think they still can make it?
I'm not sure. It's not only one of their players, Archie.
It seems we have some technical issues there, and we'll have to restart the game. Unfortunately, it seems we had some disconnects from Team KSA, but hopefully they'll be able to reconnect soon, and we'll get to see that third and final game for Samsung Space Tycoon. In the meanwhile, let's tell them a bit about the giveaways that we have going on throughout the stream, Pasta.
So we have $25 worth of Robux. They will pop out as QR codes right here. There are only a limited left, and they are different from one another. So if you scanned the QR code a few minutes ago, and if you see a second one coming through, make sure you scan that as well, because they are different from each other. So make sure your phone is right next to you at all times, because the QR codes will be very, very random, and there are only a limited of them, and today is the last day. So make sure you have your phone right next to you and scan it. Make sure the game is downloaded, so you'll win 25 worth of Robux.
Indeed, we are super excited to have this giveaway there for you, and super jealous that we cannot participate ourselves. So do us a favor and grab those $25 of Robux and enjoy it for yourselves. And make sure to download Samsung Space Tycoon, of course, on Roblox, brought to you by Samsung. And enjoy the game and take notes while we are watching throughout the stream, because we are watching the pros play right now. We are watching the captains, the influencers from each of the MENA regions, and hopefully we can implement their skills and their knowledge in our games as well. So we're going to go ahead and see a little bit of their skins and their customizations from the team lineups. Piccaloli, I know, is one of your favorites. It's just glowing, and I love the flags. The flags are really, really great. It shows representation. And I know that you particularly like Ilyrix or Ilyrix's outfit as well.
Well, black outfits are my favorite thing to wear. So even I'm wearing black right now. So I don't know, Illyrics speaks to me on a different level. But Piccololi definitely is my favorite skin. It's very fun, very vibrant. Which one is your favorite, Archie?
I don't know. I think we have to move and see Team Qatar skins as well, so I can make a decision. I don't know, Tarek skin right there. That is just so great. I love the hair dipped in red. I think that skin is daring and it's out there, and it's definitely on the unique scale. The thing that I was talking about with having a skin for myself, I definitely don't want to see anyone else wearing it. So I think Tarek here is definitely showcasing that feature of uniqueness.
Precisely. No, I agree. Whenever you make your avatar, your characters, and then you want to check their skins, I don't think there's anyone that takes less than 1 hour creating their character. It is such a fun process, to be
It's
honest.
part of the game, right?
It
A
is. It
very
is. I mean,
important part of the game.
it is very fun to do it. It always put a smile on your face whenever you log into your game, you see your character, and you go like, "Ha, that was a fun process in making the character design." So why not? The game allows you to do something fun and creative. You should honestly take it.
I definitely agree with you. Spend as much time as you need on the customization. I mean, I know that we get roasted a lot when we're on stream and we're trying to build the perfect character, and they keep saying, just start the game already. And I say, no, this is a very important part of the game. I'm not going to feel good if I don't look good in the game, and I have all of these endless possibilities. Why not spend my time on it and build something that I really love and feel good using to play? So definitely character customization is something that I look forward to in a game, and I'm really happy to spend as much time as I need to before starting the actual game.
Precisely, because once you're done with your character design, that's it. You can't really go back. I mean, most games are like that. You can't really go back and change it. So take your time, be creative, go do some research on what you like, what you don't like to see on on your game. So have fun with that. Roblox Space Tycoon allows you to do that. So do check it out. Do download the game. There's a QR code right here, right now, that you can win $25 worth of Robux on the game. So make sure you have your phone with you. You can scan it. It is different from the last QR code. So make sure you do scan this one. It's right here. It's right here.
Indeed, don't miss out your chance on scanning the prize, and make sure you have Samsung Space Tycoon downloaded as well on your phones on Roblox, brought to you, of course, by Samsung. Now, we unfortunately we're so close to starting the second game in our best of three, but unfortunately we had some technical issues, and hopefully the players will be back up again. Meanwhile, we can take a look at the updated bracket. So Passage, can you just take us over all the games that we had yesterday and today's as well?
So yesterday we had the first game, that was Team KSA versus Team UAE, and then we had Team Morocco versus Team Tunisia, which Morocco won. And then later we had Team Qatar versus Team Egypt, which Qatar took the game. And then lastly we had Team Turkey versus Team Iraq. Honestly, this was a long and very, very fun game to watch. It made you want to get up from your chair, not knowing what you're going to see next. So Iraq, however, took that game in the bag, and today we had our first game with Team Morocco versus Team Iraq, which Morocco took the win as well. Hopefully they do well today on their FIFA World Cup championship as well. Best of luck to them. And today as well, after those matches, we had Team KSA versus Team Qatar. Team KSA won the first game out of the best of three, and now we're waiting for the second game for Team KSA versus Team Qatar.
Yes, and that could be potentially the last game in that best of three. Or if we get to see a comeback from Qatar, then that's going to lead us into the third game in the best of three. But I don't know how likely that is. I think KSA is going to swoop it up, but that all depends if they can manage to get into the game. And hopefully they are, because we want it all to be fair. We want it to signify and showcase their skills the best to their abilities. Excuse me. So let's actually recap a bit about the game, the rules and the mechanics, and just in case you forgot, just in case all the hype got you a bit confused. But it's fairly simple. It's very easy to understand, not so easy to play. It does have more mechanics than you think it would, and you definitely have to focus the full 5 minutes that you are playing, or the full 5 goal limit that you are going to be experiencing. But Pasta, please do take it away on the rules and the mechanics.
So it is a 3v3 match, and each team has 3 goals to defend. However, only one of the goals are activated at a time, and it does go on a rotation. So sometimes a team is going to go score their goal. However, the goal suddenly changes last second, which is a very fun thing to watch happen to the players. You see them getting bamboozled, which is really fun. So yeah, the goals do go on a rotation. And again, like Archie mentioned, the first team to score 5 goals wins. If not, whichever team that scores the most goal within the first 5 minutes, they do win. However, if the teams come on a go on a tie, there is an overtime with a golden goal rule that would be applied. Golden goal rule is very, very fun. We only got to see it once yesterday. Golden goal rule means 1 goal, game is yours. So and the characters do go flying around. They're very, very fast. And yeah, there are some traps as well in the game, Archie.
Definitely, you want to avoid those electric fields that will zap you, and make sure that ball does not belong to you anymore. But it is definitely a fun element to have in the game. And the golden goal is definitely way more satisfying than any other goal in the game. It's the final and the only goal that matters in the end. So they are all hyped and hopping around and making sure that they're going to be the ones who score that final golden goal. So we only got to see it once, as Pasta said, but hopefully we're going to be seeing it more today in our last semi-final best of 3 match, as well in our finals and our third place playoffs. Now, we have mentioned a bit yesterday about how we would implement more obstacles in this game. Let's say Samsung would like to go and produce Samsung Space Tycoon 2.0, or they want to update it, or things like that. So we wanted to talk about what other obstacles would they put in the game. I know that we mentioned some lasers, if I'm not mistaken. I think that would be really cool. What kind of other obstacles did we mention?
Wait, I believe I mentioned something about something like paintball, going throughout the screen. Hopefully the viewers, I mean the players, won't be able to see the screen properly. Maybe doing some blocks and splats of paint on their screens that doesn't show the full vision of the screen for them. So that would be interesting.
Exactly. I mean, if you guys have any ideas, you can go ahead and type it in chat right now, because we do have a live audience watching us. If you have any ideas, do let us know. I mean, Samsung would definitely appreciate that. And who knows, maybe your idea could be in the next Samsung Space Tycoon game, or in the next Roblox game that they intend to create for you guys. Another thing that I remember mentioning was reversing the controls. I mean, that would be insane. Imagine you were going forward and then your character goes backwards, you want to go right and your character goes left. I feel like that would make it completely more difficult. Maybe they could implement that as the last obstacle, perhaps, that every goal is a completely different obstacle.
It would be very, very difficult. Definitely. It's going to be very fun to watch if they reverse the controls for the players. Oh, I really wonder how they would perform when the controls are reversed.
Indeed, and maybe we'll be seeing that in our next Space Tycoon game by Samsung. But for now, we're going to be starting our second game of this best of 3 KSA versus Qatar. We are finally here, and it seems all the team members are here as well. So let's show us a great game.
Well, Qatar was about to go score, but then KSA took the ball right back away from them, and they might be having this goal, but Qatar is defending very, very well. And they got their first goal. KSA is ruthless in this match.
Indeed, we've already commended KSA for their gameplay, especially when we see them against UAE yesterday in the quarterfinals. They know what they're doing. They are very precise. They have their synergy. They have the passes. It is definitely noticeable how they play. And, you know, in comparison, KSA seems to have it in the bag here.
KSA is not letting it go. Even when Qatar has the ball, KSA surrounds them and they got their second goal yet again. It's been only a minute, Archie. They are being very, very aggressive with their gameplay. They are taking this game home.
It does look really spicy here. And look, there we go.
Whoa.
The third goal for KSA. No room to breathe for Qatar here. I think Qatar needs to utilize their platform mechanics that worked very well for them before. I think that's what they need to do here. But they don't seem to be able to get a hold on that ball. But just as I say that, they managed to get it and it just gets swiped from beneath their feet.
No, it doesn't seem like Qatar can hold on the ball for too long. They are trying to defend and they are trying their best, but it's just not working out for them for some reason. KSA knows exactly what they're doing, and they did take the ball right back from them, and they're using the traps if you've noticed.
They are using the traps in their favor, which is great. You know, traps doesn't mean that it's only going to be a disadvantage to you, but it could be an advantage for you against the enemy team. So I really love that they utilize that.
Exactly. We saw some other teams also using the traps to their advantage. Oh my goodness, did you see that last minute change of goals rotation? Wow.
Indeed, that was
Casey could
completely
have gotten
unfair
the
for Team
fourth.
KSA.
And unfair for Team Qatar. That goal changes last second. It's very, very unlucky. They could have had their first goal, which they
Oh
nearly
no!
did.
Got blocked by the robot
Wow.
goalkeeper.
Goalkeeper, and there was an X on the goal last second
Give
as
that
well.
goalkeeper a raise.
But it seems like KSA got their fourth goal in. They just need one more goal and that's it. Or they could wait for the timer to go off.
Indeed, I don't believe that they're going to wait for that. So it looks like just one more for KSA, and they could be winning this. I don't know, Pasta, if you're right that they're gonna wait for the time to go off because there seems to be enough time for them to get that goal in.
Ooh. I mean, they got it. Right when you said it, Archie, they got the win. Good job, Saudi. GG's. That was a very, very quick
GG.
and fun match to watch.
GG well played indeed to Saudi and Qatar. They played very, very well, and you know it was a great match to watch. Qatar tried really hard, and their efforts really showed that they were trying their best to get onto those platforms and do what they do best. But unfortunately, it just didn't work against KSA's really fast-paced gameplay and synergy. But GG well played to both of these teams. I think they played incredibly well, don't you think?
They played very, very well. Qatar really tried their best. They were trying to use the mechanics. They were trying to use the platforms as much as they could. They even tried to use the traps against Saudi, which worked a couple of times. However, KSA does seem to know how to defend their goals very well. And a bunch of times, Qatar did get very unlucky with the goal rotations last second and the blocks by the goalkeeper, the robot goalkeepers for the teams. So very unlucky situations for Qatar, but they did really, really play well. And good job to KSA. They were ruthless once again.
Speaking of unlucky, unfortunately, it seems like Team Qatar has some technical difficulties and they will not be able to continue in this tournament. So unfortunately, even though they managed to get to the third place playoffs, they will not be able to play, and that means Team Iraq will be securing that third place standing. So congratulations to Team Iraq getting that third place. That is a really commendable feat, and we really have to admire the gameplay from all of these players, all of these regions. Unfortunately, Team Qatar couldn't showcase and stand up for themselves one last time due to technical difficulties, but we really have to admire them, and we have to really respect the fact that they are hosting the FIFA World Cup as well, where Samsung Space Tycoon is based on. So congratulations to Qatar and congratulations to Iraq for getting that fourth and third place respectively. So that would leave us with one more best of three. So that best of three is what you guys have been waiting for. It is the last one. It is the final thing. It is Team KSA versus Team Morocco. Now, this is a very spicy match. Both of these teams are phenomenal. Both of these teams are aggressive. What do you think of this matchup?
Both teams are very, very good. The players are amazing. Both teams have very nice tactics to win the game. As we know, Team Morocco uses the hopping strategy and a lot of the platform strategies. And Team KSA has a very, very good team synergy going on between them. They have a good communication just by viewing their gameplay. So it is going to be a very fun and very interesting match to watch. But if I have to predict, if I had to pick, first I'll give it to you. I'll ask you, Arshi. What do you think?
Putting me on the spot there. Okay, I see how it's going. All right. It's a really tough one here. It really is. I mean, both these teams are incredibly strong. They've proved that they deserve to be here in the first and second place, best of three. And I don't want to mean any disrespect to these teams, especially when they've already proven that they are the best and they deserve to be here in the finals. But just to put it out there, I think I'm gonna go with Team KSA here, even though I've always gone with Morocco and I've always stayed loyal to Morocco. But I think there's something about Team KSA and their synergy and the way that their play style is so precise and their competitive feel. I think KSA has this. Perhaps it's going to go in a 2-1 situation, not particularly a 2-0. But that is my take on it. Perhaps I will change it after the first game that we will see. But what do you think, Pasta? What is your prediction?
I'll have to completely agree with you with every single thing you said. Both teams, again, are very, very wonderful. But Team KSA has that very aggressive play style to them. Their synergy is amazing. I believe the teams are very well communicated against each other. They towards each other, sorry. And I don't know. There's something about that Team KSA and the way they play. I don't see them using the traps often. I don't see them using the hopping strategy often, or even the platforms. But they do know how to defend very well and pass the ball towards each other quite frequently and very, very precisely. So very excited to see what both teams will do. And again, I really hope both teams do have fun with this last match. And yeah.
I definitely have to agree with you there about mentioning how KSA play the game. I mean, it's very simple. It's super simplified. They do not utilize the platforms, like you said. They don't utilize the traps. They just play the game as it is. They don't like to overcomplicate it with the elements of the game. And whatever works for that specific team is fine. When it comes to Team Morocco, I think they are more on the technical aspect when it comes to platforming, when it comes to utilizing the traps. I think we're going to see more of that when it comes to Morocco. However, I don't know which strategy is going to be better. I guess we're going to be seeing that quite shortly when it comes to starting their game, and then we'll get to know more precisely how game 2 will go after we see the results of game 1. But for sure, 100%, we have the two strongest teams here in the finals. There has not been any mistake. This is not due to any technical difficulties. This was definitely, fully deserved for them to be here, and we're definitely going to be seeing a wonderful match no matter whose favorite it goes into. We are definitely going to be seeing a very action-packed and skillful game, definitely. And we just can't wait. I'm on the edge of my seat right now. I'm biting my nails.
It is going to be a very fun match to watch, but then again, whoever wins, they still got the first and second place, which is huge, and congratulations to them in advance for even getting to this stage in their game. Team KSA and Team Morocco, they've played very remarkable so far, and I'm ready. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this game.
I'm definitely on your side right here. I mean, I do want to stress on the fact that not only Team Iraq is the winner of third place, and not only Team KSA and Team Morocco could be first and second place, we also have winners in the audience. Now, we're going to get to that in a bit, but let's just take a look at the updated brackets. As we said, Team Qatar unfortunately could not compete in our third place playoffs, and that means that they will automatically be getting fourth place, and Team Iraq will go home with that third place standing. So congratulations to both of these teams for getting this far. It is not something easy. It is not something that was done over a whim. They definitely showcased that they proved they deserve to be here. And of course, in our final place, we have Team Morocco versus Team KSA. Let's see who's going to be winning. Simplified, fully hyped, fully aggressive gaming, or utilization of the game's elements and the game mechanics. So we're definitely going to be holding our breath until we get to start that game. But let me go back to the fact that not only do we have the winners from the MENA region, but we also have winners from the audience. Now, Pasta, what do I mean by that? So how exactly can they win?
So there are going to be QR codes on the stream that are going to pop out right here. There were a total of 9 QR codes. So each one of the QR codes are different from one another. So if you've been here from the very beginning and you saw a couple of QR codes and you grabbed your phone and you scanned them, do scan the others that you see because they are different and they are $25 worth of Robux. So why not grab them all? It is there. It is for you. It is not for us, for you.
Sadly.
But sadly, so use it and enjoy it. It's $25 worth of Robux. It is a QR code and they are all different. So do make sure you have your phone with you. Do make sure you have the game downloaded on your phone to receive the prices.
Gotta catch them all, am I right? Gotta catch them all. So we have
Gotta catch 'em
two
all.
left. We have 2 left as I hear from production. So make sure that your phone is ready to get your hands on that if you haven't already. We are so close to starting our first game of this best of 3 in our finals. Let's talk a bit more about how we got here to the situation. I mean, Team KSA played against Team UAE initially, and they completely stomped them. And in the semifinals, I wouldn't say it was a full stomp?
It was, unfortunately, it was a flat full stomp.
Unfortunately, as well against Qatar. So Team KSA really has not shown to have any kind of weaknesses. They are flawless in their gameplay. So that's why I think both of us have predicted that they will take this home as well, at least the first game of this best of 3. However, Team Morocco, I wouldn't say that they have been as flawless as Team KSA have been. There have been some resilience and some resistance from their opposing teams. However, they still managed to get the 2-0 wins as well. So I think both of us still stick to that prediction about Team KSA getting that first game, or do you think they're going to be winning the whole best of 3 as well?
Well, the thing is, I believe that Team Casey here will have a hard time. Definitely they will have a hard time. Team Morocco do play very well. They do use all the available elements in the game, the platforms, the traps, the little platforms where you bounce on them. You not necessarily to go on the platforms, but just to help you boost towards the map really easy. So I really think KSA is going to have a hard time. But in regards on who is going to win, I think the ultimate um, winner could potentially, possibly be Team KSA with their gameplay. So I don't know. We have to see their first game. We have to see how they're going to play. Maybe Morocco can counter them after playing the first game against KSA and make a good strategy against Team KSA and make the game even more difficult for them. And maybe we'll have all three games. We never know.
That is true. I mean, KSA has been breezing by through the quarterfinals and the semifinals with no issues, but we've seen that Morocco is a force to be dealt with, and they're definitely not going to be having an easy time like they did with the Team UAE and Team Qatar. So, there's definitely going to be something new for them to be facing. Perhaps they're going to be shaking in their boots a little bit, but they could also be going with the full force of confidence and bringing out new techniques that we haven't seen yet. There's a lot of situations where teams would not really pull out their secret weapon until needed. So this is definitely the part where they need to do that. They need to bring out everything they've got. There's no time to hide any kind of tactics. This is the last finals. This is all that matters right now for these two teams. So, I'm excited to see something new from both of them, from Team KSA and Team Morocco. And like I said, either way, even though we predicted for Team KSA, if Team Morocco also gets the win, we'll love that too, because that will mean that we were wrong, and there are better and there are better ways of playing the game. So there's definitely
Of course.
and we're just waiting on production to give us the green light for this next game. It's just, I don't know. I'm just super excited to see what happens here.
Exactly. So the games have been so fun so far, and unfortunate that we can't see the third playoffs for Team Iraq and Team Qatar. And congratulations to Team Iraq for winning the third place. But I'm very, very excited. Today's games have been very fun since all the players are way better in skill sets, and they're playing against each other. They knew what they were doing, and they were longer than yesterday's games, if you've noticed. They were actually resisting each other from scoring goals, even though goals were scored, teams have won, but the players have been very resistant to a lot of the scores. Yeah. So very, very fun to watch. Very interesting. I cannot wait for Team KSA versus Team Morocco, because despite our prediction, despite what we think we know, we don't know. Do we truly know? We don't truly know. So I want to see with my own two eyes. Like you said, we have VIP seats going on right here. We might not get the QR codes worth of $25 dollars of Robux, but we do have great, great view of the game right here, and very excited to see what's going to happen.
Indeed. I mean, I couldn't have said it better myself. That is a great way to put it. And like you said, front row seats, VIP seats to this tournament, and we are eagerly anticipating how the finals of this game is going to be going. And just a couple more minutes surely, and we will be getting there. But before we do, let's show you about the final product that Samsung has to offer for you guys from www.samsung.com. It is, of course, the Odyssey G9 monitor. Now, I've mentioned that this product is definitely a competitor for us to the Freestyle. I mean, we love both these products. We love all these products, but these are definitely in our top two. So, Pasta, tell me why the Odyssey monitor is that great.
I don't know about you, Archie, but I really, really want, not only want, but I need this product in my room today. But I'm definitely going to take your advice and maybe give this product to my friends and family to maybe get me for my birthday. So let me just tell you a little bit about this product. This monitor is a 240 hertz rapid curve, and it is G-Sync compatible. So the refresh rate on this monitor is amazing. It is very, very high. It's amazing for gamers, for FPS players, for you see everything in this monitor is ultra smooth. You see all the action going on, and it has low 2 ms input lag. So it is a perfect monitor for gamers. Perfect for you and you and me, Archie. I think we both need this monitor in our rooms.
Definitely. So, I mean, it will be great to have in addition to our setup. And Pasta, I was just waiting for you to say those words. Do you know which ones I mean?
Which ones?
I I had to say ultra smooth. That I just love that. The way that you say it is just, music to my ears, the
Oh,
way you say it.
I mean that curve already it gives you that
Looks so
ultra
good.
smooth.
So let's not get too excited. We do have to go to a short break, but when we come back, we will hopefully be starting our first game in the best of 3 of the finals. And so make sure you two guys don't go anywhere, and we'll be back in 5 minutes.
Strutting your way into my heart. Take your head off, make yourself at home. Have a steady night, then strut on home. Day 1, I'm in love with the strut. Day 2, I'm in love with the strut. Day 3, I'm in love with the strut. Guess what? I'm in love with the strut. I like your strut. Do you wanna go strutting, strutting? You like my strut? Do you wanna go strutting, strutting? You like my strut? Then let's go strutting right now. Strutting your way into my heart. Take your head off, make yourself at home. Have a steady night, and strut on home. Day one, I'm in love with the strut. Day two, I'm in love with the strut. Day three, I'm in love with the strut. Guess what? I'm in love with the strut. I like your strut. Do you wanna go strutting and strutting? You like my strut. Do you wanna go strutting and strutting? You like my strut. Then let's go strutting right now.
Hi everybody and welcome back to the Samsung Space Tycoon in our Roblox tournament brought to you by, of course, Samsung. My name is Arshi, or you might know me as X Arshi, and I am joined here with our wonderful co-caster, Pasta Machine. So are we feeling refreshed? Did we fill up our popcorn? Did we fill up our drinks? How are we feeling?
We got our water bottles right here. We got some, need to stay hydrated, right? So did a little walk. You need to exercise a bit, stretch up a little bit. So yeah, did all those pointers and we're back and we're excited for the games.
Exactly. We managed to touch some grass in that 5 minutes of break, and we are back, of course, to bring you the finals of the Samsung Space Tycoon Roblox tournament. We're so excited to know who is going to be the the winners, of course, of the finals. And the game is indeed ready, which is great to hear. We're going to be starting our first game of this best of 3 of the finals, Morocco versus KSA. It could go in anyone's favor. Now let's see if KSA can keep up their aggressive gameplay against Morocco.
Morocco is playing aggressively. I think Morocco knows how KSA plays, and they are going to get those scores as much as they can before KSA grabs that ball.
So Morocco showing that, they're a force to be reckoned with, like I mentioned before. And usually KSA are the ones who get that first goal in, but Morocco's like, nah, you don't know who you're playing against. This is us. This is our time.
Exactly. And they were about to have that goal. KSA was very unlucky, but Morocco is using the platforms once again, like how we anticipated, but they did lose the sight of the ball from the platforms, and KSA did take it back. They are very good at goalkeeping their ball. So let's see what KSA is going to do. Are they going to score here, or is Morocco going to take the ball back?
I think KSA really needs to start utilizing the game mechanics and the elements of the game, especially since one of the electric fields is available in the field, and they can use that with their advantage and get the members of Morocco zapped within the field. I don't know if they'll be able to win this purely on the aggressiveness that they have. The ball seems to be going back and forth here, and KSA still yet to score one goal.
It is indeed really going back and forth. Both teams are playing very aggressively, knowing how they each play. But Morocco is going in for that score, and they got that second score. Archie, I don't know about our prediction, but I think we might be just wrong about this.
I know it's too close to call. Too close to call. We don't know. I mean, we do love the bunny in Morocco, and we know how skilled he is. He does seem to be scoring most of the goals here with his hopping mechanic. But I believe KSA has got this, and with that, they do score their first game, their first goal of the game.
You were absolutely right. It was too early for me to speak, but I did get a little bit worried there after we predicted that KSA will take the win. But Morocco is putting up a really, really good fight here. They are defending very well. They are trying to compete against KSA's ruthlessness. Let's see how they are going to do. Morocco is going in again for that goal, but KSA again, they are very good at defending. But let's see what they're going to do.
Indeed, and just to mention, we do have the 3 obstacles up for against Morocco. But with that being said, KSA gets one more score in, so that means all 3 obstacles on both sides of the map are active. So they really have to be cautious of that.
Definitely, they have to be cautious. They will get zapped. They will get immobilized. But KSA doesn't care, and they still go in for those scores. Wow, you were absolutely right. It was too early for me to say anything. KSA is taking it up by one more goal, and it is 2 for Morocco and 3 for KSA.
Indeed, they have less than 2 minutes to tell which one of these players are going to be winning. I'm going to go. Oh, is that a goal? No. Was that a goal? Yes, it was for Morocco. 3-3. It is a tie, getting closer to that golden goal that we ever so desire. But, you know, in the end, we just have to see if they can reach that 5-goal limit, or if we're going to be running out of time here.
I'm not sure with the way the ball keeps going back and forth. We might just be able to see that golden goal happen this game. And I mean, there's only 1 minute left towards the game, and Morocco is utilizing the platforms once again. But Team KSA is defending very well. But Morocco gets that goal right in.
4-3 in favor of Morocco with only 50 seconds on the clock. I think KSA here could possibly get that score in, and then we'll be going to that golden goal. But I mean, I don't want to speak too soon, but that's just what we really wish to happen, because I mean, that would be extremely hype.
Oh, they lost that ball last second. KSA could have had that goal right there, but they're using the hopping strategy that we didn't really usually see before from KSA, but we're seeing it now. And Morocco's bamboozled team KSA with the platforms. Right, yeah. And let's see if they're going to manage to hit that goal or not, or Team KSA is going to defend that. This might be Team Morocco's game, and that was very, very close by Team Morocco, but the goal did rotate at the very last second, which costed them their last score.
But in the end, Morocco does win, as they are 1 point ahead, 4-3 in favor of Morocco. Looks like we were incorrect in our prediction today, and Morocco does get that win with they were just about to score that 5th goal as well, so we were way off. But, congratulations to Team Morocco for winning that first game of that best of 3. Hopefully, we're going to be going into that second game really soon, because I really cannot wait to find out what's going to be happening, especially since now they have experience playing against each other. So perhaps they're having a talk, changing their tactics up, changing the way that they pass the ball. Especially with KSA, I didn't feel like they were utilizing the game as much as they should when it came to Team Morocco, they I loved the part where they bamboozled Team KSA and they faked going up to the platform and the whole team went up, but they managed to swipe right underneath them and score the goal there. So congratulations to both teams there, and what a beautiful game.
It was very, very lovely to watch. Definitely not what we predicted. Definitely not what I expected. We really thought KSA would have that in the bag, but at the end of the day, we did mention that it is a game. We never know what's going to happen until we watch that first game. I don't know, Arshi, do you think for the second game that will Team KSA up it a notch with their gameplay, or do you think Team Morocco has this in the bag?
This is a really difficult call to say for sure. I mean, we were so confident about Team KSA going through in these finals, but now that we see Team Morocco and the way that they managed to outmaneuver Team KSA, I mean, when it comes to aggressiveness, Team KSA still does have the upper hand. However, just the fact that Team Morocco knows how to utilize the elements in the game and they know how to bamboozle the team utilizing the platforms, I mean, it's a really tough call here. It really is. Here on the screen, we do have the updated brackets, just so you have a full knowledge of how we got here to the finals, ending up with Morocco and Saudi Arabia. They both had to go through the quarterfinals, which happened yesterday, and the semifinals that happened today in order to reach to the finals position. So they both deserve to be here 100%, and they are both very, very skilled, and they are the best that the MENA region has to offer. So hopefully we're going to be jumping straight into the game, and it looks like I have noticed that the game is starting, and indeed, here we go. Game 2 of best of 3 between Morocco and KSA. This could possibly be the last game of the finals. This could be ending right here, right now, or KSA could be making a comeback.
It could be. They could be. Team KSA is playing very aggro very early on, but Team Morocco is defending pretty well. Let's see what they're going to do this game. Best of luck to both games, both teams. And if you notice, ever since last game, after a few times Team Morocco went up the platforms, Team KSA seems to, been following up with them. So I'm not sure. Just maybe if Team KSA has the ball in their hand, maybe they can have the opportunities to go use the platforms to, I don't know, bamboozle Team Morocco, just like how they bamboozled them. But Morocco did get a score in. But yeah, let's see what Team KSA is going to do here.
You're definitely right. I feel like KSA is managing to catch up with Morocco when it comes to utilizing the platforms, but they still are lacking the initiative of, starting out and taking it in their favor. And with that, Morocco gets in that second goal. The bunny is just too strong. Nerf the bunny on Morocco. He is getting the goals right after the other.
No, you're absolutely right. All the 3 traps are up on Team KSA's side, blocking Team Morocco, making the game a bit more difficult for the team. And that's a score for Team KSA. So Team Morocco will have a hard time now with the 3 different traps. So let's see how they're going to utilize the platforms, maybe dodge the traps using those like how they did previously. And yeah, let's see if Team KSA is going to perhaps catch up to Morocco or not.
Looks like it is a 2-2 here. It is a draw for Team Morocco and Team KSA. I believe if Team Morocco wants any chance of winning here, they do need to work on the weaknesses of Team KSA, and that again is to utilize the platforms. Team KSA don't really know how to do that. And with that being said, Morocco gets that 3rd goal in, having that 1 goal advantage against Team KSA.
This is going to be very, very fun. I'm almost like nervous to see the results of the game.
Palms are sweaty.
They really are. Both teams are doing very well this round. A bit more aggro on Team Morocco's side, to be honest. I think they are trying to catch up with the way Team KSA plays. And Team KSA is trying to catch up with Team Morocco in that sense. And again, it's a tie. I don't know about you, Archie, but I'm really, really hoping that we see a golden goal this round. Maybe I'm talking about it way too much, but I really, really do want to see that.
I agree. Definitely, we want to see that golden goal. I mean, how cool would it be if the golden goal was the decider of the entire best of three? And KSA manages to get that score in. So if Morocco can get one more, we'll get even closer to that potential golden goal.
I don't know about that, Archie, but Team Casey seems to be going in for that last goal, getting their fifth goal in. And oh, that was the closest goal. And Team KSA takes the win. Congratulations, GG's to Team KSA. And that is a one-on-one. Wow.
GG, well played to both teams, Team KSA and Team Morocco. Like I said, 1-1 comeback for Team KSA. There is one more game left in this best of three, which we will get to very shortly, so make sure you do not go anywhere. We noticed that Team KSA got more comfortable when playing against these players from Morocco that seem to be utilizing the platforms, and they got more comfortable with jumping on them and everything. So they definitely learned how their opponents played, and they definitely adapted to it. So now it could really go either way. You can see the updated brackets on your screen right now. Just to remind you, Team Iraq got the third place due to Iraq unfortunately having some technical difficulties, which landed them in fourth place. And now we are playing the finals, the best of three, Team Morocco versus Team Saudi Arabia. Now, we have witnessed how they have played one game. The first game went in favor of Morocco, and the second game went in favor of KSA. So now this is the decider match. This is the last one. This is everything. These two teams need to put everything they have, all their secret weapons, on the playing field. And now that we've seen how these players work well together, is there a final prediction? Is there the last say when it comes to the finals of the Samsung Space Tycoon?
Well, Team KSA, despite winning that second match, however, they still don't know how to utilize the platforms, the traps to their favor. They are getting used to it, but we noticed Team Morocco really has the upper hand in that area. So just maybe, Team Morocco could potentially win this match and get the first place. But again, we can't forget about Team KSA's aggro gameplay, their ruthless gameplay, and how they are actually trying their best to compete with Team Morocco after Team Morocco has the upper hand of the platforms, of the traps. And yeah, let's see. I'm speechless. I don't know about you, Archie. I don't know who you're going to pick. I don't know who you think is going to win, but yeah.
Definitely is a super close game here, and it can go either way. And I'm not really sure which answer you gave me there. Was it KSA or was it Morocco? You got to give me an answer. Come on, this is the last game of our tournament. This is the last game of the Samsung Space Tycoon Roblox tournament. So I need to know an answer. Come on, just leave it out there.
TLDR, Morocco.
Okay, all right. Morocco is the prediction of Pass the Machine. And you know what? For the sake of rivalry, I'm going to go with KSA. Let's do it. We've been agreeing too much. We've been agreeing too much.
We have.
Let's make the last match be, the final battle between the commentators. So let's see which one of us will be correct. And of course, if I'm wrong, I will bow to the victorious one, of course. But it will be fantastic either way, and they've both showcased that they deserve to be here, and they do have different play styles, which I love. It gets boring seeing the same kind of playing mechanism and the same tactics over and over again. So the fact that in Samsung Space Tycoon we get to see so many different types of gameplay, it's really impressive. And the fact that you have the choice to utilize the elements of the game, such as the platforms and the obstacles, it's all up to you. It depends on your playstyle, on what you're comfortable with, and hopefully we're going to be seeing a very spicy last game of this entire tournament and of this best of three to determine who will be landing that first place standing and who will be in the second place. So we only have a little bit more to go. I'm sure in a couple of minutes we're going to be starting the last game. Are there any final thoughts before we determine who is going to be the winner of our tournament?
Well, since it's going to be the last game, again, I want to congratulate all the teams that have participated in this game, in this tournament. To our third place winner, Team Iraq, congratulations. And I really hope everyone had lovely time playing this. So regardless of the outcome, I really hope all our players did enjoy their time and were happy to be in this tournament.
Indeed, we are incredibly happy to be here and to commentate and to host for you guys in the Samsung Space Tycoon. And I believe the game is about to start, so we will leave the rest of that conversation for after the game. And there you go. This is the final game, the final best of 3, the final countdown for Samsung Space Tycoon. Here we go.
It has been so lovely so far. So let's see what Team Morocco is going to do against Team KSA. They seem to be playing very, very aggressively very early on. This is no joke when it comes to them, right? And KSA takes the first score. Yeah.
Saudi Arabia is not kidding around. They are getting that first goal there with less than 30 seconds past the game. Looking good for KSA here.
Good job, good job. And yeah, let's see what Team Morocco is going to do to counter Team KSA. Maybe they're going to do platform moves, maybe use the traps against them. But so far, Team KSA is playing very, very aggressively towards Team Morocco.
Oh, we spoke too soon. The bunny is uncontrollable. The bunny cannot be tamed. The bunny on side of Morocco gets that score once again. I have to say the bunny is definitely the MVP of this game, if not this entire tournament. But I spoke too soon about praising Morocco because KSA gets that second goal in.
They're doing very, very well. Both teams are not letting it go. It's always 1-on-1 with the scores. Team KSA is going for that third score, but let's see if Team Morocco is going to defend that or not. But the goal did rotate at the very last second, which costed Team KSA with that score right there. But they're using the bunny strategy and they still managed to get their goal in. So it is 3 for KSA and 1 for Morocco.
Is definitely looking scary for Morocco here. If they want any chance to come back in this final game of this best of 3, they really need to do what they do best. Utilize the platforms, utilize the zippity zap obstacles, and there you go. They scored 1 for themselves, leading with 3-2 in favor of KSA.
They're absolutely doing very well, but yeah, all the 6 traps are up right now for both teams. So let's see. Wow, KSA is using the platforms. We never saw that before.
What is happening here?
Yeah,
adapting.
It says adapting, definitely adapting. The teams he's waiting for the rotation to go in for that different
oh my god!
My goodness!
Whoa!
Wow! I did not expect that.
That was beautiful by Team KSA. You know, I actually thought he was going to be stalling there on that platform because they were in the lead. So I would not have guessed that he planned on waiting for that opening and shooting all the way from the platform.
It was a very, very smart strategy. I noticed that strategy from another player before, between Team Iraq versus Team who's that?
Turkey, was it?
Team
the first
Qatar,
game in the quarterfinals?
Qatar.
Team Qatar.
Qatar. Oh yeah, before this, Team Iraq did the same thing, to be honest. They went up there and they stalled until the goal became available, and then they shoot their shot.
Oh my gosh, just 1 more goal for Team KSA and they win this. This is their game to win right now. The ball is with them. Oh my goodness, they're just gonna... In the end, Saudi
Wow.
Arabia takes it. GG, well played to Saudi Arabia. Congratulations. What an intense game. Again, we are just so blessed to have the most exciting matches, the most exciting games to be at the end of each day. So that leaves us feeling great, feeling amazing. Congratulations to Team KSA and Team Morocco, of course. Team KSA wins that first place standing, while Team Morocco gets the second place. Congratulations to the both of them. Wonderfully done. There you go on your screen. You can see your winners. Team KSA, first place. Team Morocco, second place. And of course, our lovely frog, Team Iraq, third place. So what do you think, Pasta? Do you think they deserved it?
They absolutely deserved it. I hope we had the chance to watch Team Iraq versus Team Qatar, but because of technical difficulties, that wasn't possible. But congratulations to every single one of the players. Each of them had the best time playing, to show their skills, to show their gameplay to us, to show the obstacles, to show the traps, to show the platforms and how they were used. Good job to every single one of them. It was honestly such a lovely time. I had a lovely time. What about you?
Oh, it was just completely fantastic. I loved seeing that best of three, and overall, all of these matches have been phenomenal. Here on their screen, you have the updated brackets. We started off yesterday in our first day on the 9th of December. We started off with the quarterfinals. Each game went 2-0, except our last game, Team Turkey versus Team Iraq, managed to go 2-1. And on our second day, which is today, the 10th of December, we played the semifinals, and we wished we could play the third place playoffs, and we played the finals. In our semifinals, Team KSA won 2-0 against Qatar, and Morocco won 2-1 against Team Iraq. And of course, in our finals, Team KSA wins 2-1 against Team Morocco. So this has been a really amazing tournament. A great turnout. All of these teams from the MENA region, they performed admirably, and we were so happy to have them. Thank you so much to the influencers and the captains that participated in our tournament, as well as their teammates. Thank you so much for Samsung for making all of this possible. Make sure to download Samsung Space Tycoon. As you can see, the game is super hyped. We love it. We're going to be playing it right after this tournament ends. And, thank you so much for Samsung for making all of this possible and supporting players from the MENA region. And we really couldn't be more grateful. If you want to check out their products, you have to go on Samsung.com. And let me tell you, those products are something that you do not want to pass up on. I mean, we've talked about it. We want those products for ourselves. And thank you so much we do. Thank you so much to production as well. And thank you to my wonderful co-host, Pasta Machine. Is there anything else you'd like to say before we end?
You said it all, but yeah, I would like to thank you, my lovely host, for hosting this incredible tournament. It was very, very fun. And once again, thank you for all the players for joining. We honestly had so much fun commentating on your games. You showed us so much, and it's been amazing so far. And once again, thank you for Samsung for hosting this tournament. It's been lovely. I've enjoyed this so much so far with Arshi. And yeah, definitely we need to check out the game soon, right?
Oh, we do, for sure. I mean, that's the first thing I'm going to be doing as soon as we end the stream. With that, I don't believe there's anything else left to said other than we had a great time. Thank you so much to the audience as well for watching. Hopefully, we'll be coming back for another Samsung Space Tycoon tournament for Roblox. Till then, stay tuned. We had a fantastic time, and have a great night.
Strutting your way into my heart. Take your head off, make yourself at home. Have a steady night, then strut on home. Day one, I'm in love with the strut. Day two, I'm in love with the strut. Day three, I'm in love with the strut. Guess what? I'm in love with the strut. I like your strut. Do you wanna go strutting the strut?